With the addition of the OG Lambo, Jailbreak now has 6 different Lamborghinis in the game. But how do they all compare against each other? I'm gonna rank them all today from worst to best. Now keep in mind, I'm ranking them based on a mixture of their looks, their stats, how much I use them, and how convenient they are to access. This is a pretty subjective list, so you're totally free to disagree with me. Just make sure to do so respectfully in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And without any further delay, let's get started. It pains me to say it, but unfortunately the OG Lambo comes in last place. I get it's nostalgic for a lot of people, it's nostalgic for me too, but I have to take the nostalgia glasses off for this one. This vehicle just isn't very good at all. Looks wise, it's easily the worst out of the 6 Lambos. It's just pretty basic, and I don't fault it for that since it came out so long ago. But in comparison to the other Lambos on this list, some of which look excellent, this Lambo really does not hold up. As for stats, this vehicle isn't very good either. It has a great top speed at over 200 miles per hour, but the acceleration and launch is just dreadful. Man, some of these OG vehicles really had awful acceleration. It's a cool novelty, and I'm glad they added it back as a nice souvenir for people who played the live event, but I'm never really gonna use it. Next, we have the Cirrus. Overall, it's a really solid vehicle. It has 4 seats, it's a good vehicle for teams, it's reasonably priced, and it has really good stats. The big problem with this vehicle though is the spawn point. It spawns in the town. It's not really a location that people frequently go to, therefore it's not used very much. I personally have no reason to use it since I can just spawn a better vehicle, and if I was playing the game again from scratch, I probably would not buy this one at all since it's not easily accessible. If this vehicle had better spawn points, it probably would have been significantly higher on the list. After that, we have the Trailblazer. I really love the look of the vehicle, and I love how the back portion looks just like the Tumbler with a thruster and some really cool wheels. I like that this is basically a fusion between a supercar and an off-roading vehicle, and it is fun to drive every now and then. But I feel like 1 million is a bit too much for this vehicle. It doesn't go that fast, and the acceleration is pretty good, but not amazing. And personally, the reason why I don't use this vehicle very much is just because it's super bouncy, even when I'm on normal or low suspension. It's just annoying, and I can't drive properly when it's like that, so I don't end up using it very much, but it's still a pretty cool vehicle. In third place, we have the Lambo. This is one of the most used vehicles in the entire game. It's a really reliable car. It has pretty good stats. The acceleration isn't the greatest, but it does the job perfectly fine, and it has a good top speed. Besides the Camaro, this vehicle has the most spawn points in the entire game. It's really easy to access, so if you can't spawn another car yet and you need an easy escape, then this car is a pretty safe bet. It does the job really well. It's very consistent, very reliable, and overall I think it's good. For the penultimate Lambo, we have the Torero. It's a really nice looking car. It's really fun to drive. Even though it doesn't have an insane top speed, it's still a really reliable vehicle since it has really good handling, really good acceleration, and a pretty good top speed, even if it's not like 400 miles per hour or something. However, the one thing that has irked me about this vehicle for years is that every time my avatar uses it, my legs stick out of the bottom of the vehicle. I hate this so much. It always breaks the immersion that I'm actually sitting in the vehicle if my legs are always glitched out of the bottom. I know it's very inconsequential, and if this happens to your avatars, a lot of you don't even see it. But I notice. I see it. And it always irks me. It's always on my mind. This vehicle would be one of the best in the entire game, in my opinion, if my legs did not stick out of the bottom. But in my opinion, the best Lambo in Jailbreak is the M12 Molten. It's the first ever community creation added to Jailbreak, and in my opinion, it's still one of the best. It looks really nice. I love the unique shaping of it compared to the other vehicles in the game, and the stats are excellent. It has really good acceleration and a really good top speed. Overall, a great car. But that's going to wrap up my ranking of all the Lamborghinis. This video took way longer to come out than it should have. I was planning to release this in early May, but I'm sorry, it got delayed because I was being lazy. But anyhow, I'm glad it's finally out for you guys to see, and hopefully there will be more videos coming soon. Make sure to leave your own Lambo ranking down below in the comment section. Thank you to Blake Bryant, No Good Nick, Silent, and Sharky for being channel members and helping me out. Use the code YouTube Noob Freak at any ATM in Jailbreak to get your own Noob Freak tire. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day or night.